What's up, guys? Before anything else, I'd like to ask you to follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/senseiislive. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another new video that I hope you guys are going to enjoy. Today, Otaku Sensei is going to be recommending the top 10 anime where the main character looks weak but is actually overpowered and badass. And if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos. Also, there's a link to Otaku Sensei's Discord server in the description, so you join the Sensei server to chat and chill with other weebs and otakus. Without wasting any more time, let's kick off this list. In 10th place is Qualidea Code. I feel like I said that wrong. But anyways, on a quiet and peaceful day, the sky split open and extra-dimensional beings, designated as the Unknown, launch a swift and brutal attack against humanity. To protect the future of the country, all of Japan's children are cryogenically frozen until the end of the war to keep them out of harm's way. Several years pass, and humanity has established a foothold in the corner of Japan, which now serves as the front line of the war. No longer facing humanity's extinction, the children are awakened from their slumber. It is then discovered that, while in cryogenesis, the children had developed worlds, supernatural powers unique to each person. The 6 most powerful children are given command of the reclaimed cities, using their powers to defend the strongholds against a continuing invasion. Childhood friends Ichiya Suzaka and Kanaria Yutara lead Tokyo, siblings Kasumi and Asuha Chigusa manage Chiba, and Mahimi Tenkawa and Hotaru Rendao oversee Kanagawa. Over time, the almost routine attacks from the Unknown and the clashing personalities of the city heads and subheads cultivate petty rivalries, leading to constant arguments between the 3 cities. With an Unknown suddenly increasing the pressure of their attacks, the 3 cities' leaders must learn how to work together or risk losing the last line of defense against humanity's extinction. In 9th place is Eld Live. Our main character, Chuta Kokonose, is an orphan who lives with his aunt. For as long as he can remember, he's had a voice in his head. But other than that, he's a normal boy. Right until the day a strange looking thing follows him home and teleports him to a place filled with more fantastic creatures. It's a space police station, and Ryan Brick, the chief of the solar system department, tells him that he's been chosen by the computer as a possible candidate to join the police force. Misuzu Sonokata, a girl from Chuta's school with an angelic face and ill temper who turns out to be one of Ryan Brick's subordinates, doesn't think him suitable for such a job. Chuta, who was shocked at first, decides to take the aptitude test after being urged by the voice in his head and to prove Misuzu wrong. In 8th place is Captain Earth. High school student Daichi Manatsu works for the Globe organization to pilot a giant robot called the Earth Engine Impactor to protect the Earth from invading alien force known as the Kill T Gang, that intends to drain all the life force of mankind to empower their immortal existences. In order to aid Daichi, Globe starts gathering allies including Teppei Arashi, a Kill T gang whose memories have been erased and trapped inside a human's body, Hanamuto, a mysterious girl connected to the ship Bloom, and Akari Yomatsuri, a 17-year-old genius hacker. Together they form the Midsummer's Knights and fight the Kill T gangs who are in search of more of their allies. In 7th place is Luck and Logic. In the year LC 922, mankind faces an unprecedented crisis. Following the conclusion of a 100-year war on the mythical world of Tetraheaven, the losing Majin sought safe haven and invaded the human world, Sepia. The government is forced to fight by employing logicalists belonging to Alka, a special police that protects the streets from foreigners of another world. Logicalists are given a special power that allows them to enter a trance with goddesses from the other world. One day, Yoshishika Tsurugi, a civilian who is lacking logic and lives peacefully with his family, meets the beautiful goddess Athena while helping people escape from a Majin attack. She willed the logic that Yoshishika should have lost. This leads Yoshishika to an unexpected destiny with Athena. The future of the world depends on the luck and logic and these logicalists. In 6th place is Sword Guy the Animation. When the gods would not answer in humanity's desperate hour of need, it turned to a demon instead. The supposed savior came wielding the sword Zwoltquin, but its uncontrollable lust for blood led it to kill those who summoned it too. Although the sword was sealed away long ago, it was uncovered by the Shoshidai, an organization that collects such cursed artifacts. However, Zwoltquin proves to be too strong to be tamed by humans when its corruptive power influences the administrator, Takuma Miura. At the same time, Guy Ogata's family has torn apart due to the possession of another demonic sword, Shiryu, leading his father to be murdered and his mother to hang herself shortly after giving birth to him. Abandoned in the forest clutching the blade, he is discovered by the blacksmith Amon.
Unnaturally transfixed by the sword, Guy works tirelessly for years to hone his smithing skills. However, when an accident costs him his arm, he gains a new one in the form of a reforged Shiryu. Now having a cursed sword for an arm, Guy must learn to control its violent urges. All the while, Zoltgwyn continues its rampage, leaving a path of blood in its wake.
In 5th place is Needless. At the onset of World War III, nobody could have predicted the effect it would have on Japan. While it had officially ended 50 years ago in 2150, its battles still persist. Large, mysterious areas known as black spots appear across the country, filled with the contaminated ruins of cities and countrysides. Those inside were trapped to halt the spread of contamination, and their powers began to mutate, be they shapeshifters, pyromancers, or controllers of gravity itself. They all became known as the Needless. Adam Blade is one such Needless, possessing remarkable regenerative abilities and incredible strength. In order to restore peace to a war-torn Japan, he and his allies must fight together to rise against the heinous research group by the name of Simeon. In 4th place is Black Cat. Completing every job with ruthless accuracy, Train Hartnett is an infamous assassin with no regard for human life. Donning the moniker Black Cat in the underground world, the elite killer works for the powerful secret organization known only as Kronos. One gloomy night, the blasé gunman stumbles upon Saya Minasuki, an enigmatic bounty hunter, and soon develops an odd friendship with her. Influenced by Saya's positive outlook on life, Train begins to rethink his life. Deciding to abandon his role as the Black Cat, he instead opts to head down a virtuous path as an honest bounty hunter. However, Kronos, and particularly Creed Diskinth, Train's possessive underling, is not impressed with Train's sudden change of heart and vows to resort to extreme measures in order to bring back the emissary of bad luck. This assassin turned stray cat can only wander so far before the deafening sound of gunfire rings out. In 3rd place is Muv-Luv Alternative, Total Eclipse. Since 1973, an invasion of aliens upon Earth known as Beta has driven human civilization to destruction. In order to defend themselves from this enormous enemy force, mankind has developed large humanoid arms called tactical surface fighters and deployed them to its defensive lines throughout the world. However, its efforts could only slow down the impending defeat, and mankind has been forced to abandon the major areas of the Eurasian continent. For 30 years, they have been caught in an endless war against Beta without any hopes of victory. Now, in 2001, Imperial Japan faces difficulties in the development of the next generation of tactical surface fighters, as it defends the front lines of the Far East. The UN has proposed a joint development program between Imperial Japan and the United States as part of its TSF International Mutual Development Unit, the Prominence Project. Yui Takamura, a surface pilot of the Imperial Royal Guards of Japan, is given the responsibility of the project and sets off to Alaska. Meanwhile, Yuya Bridges, also a surface pilot of the US Army, heads to the same destination. They never had any idea just how drastically their encounter would change their fates. This story of internal dilemma takes place during the development of the new tactical surface fighters, the most crucial and effective weapons against Beta. And this time, the stakes are much higher than a handful of lives and our sanity. In 2nd place is Tales of the Abyss. The world of Alderaan is bound by the Score, a series of prophecies from centuries past that dictates the world's future. It is considered an absolute fate that everyone lives by, even people whose actions lead to bloodshed and tears. Using magical abilities known as the Phonic Arts, a war between the nation of Kamlaska Lenvaldir and the Malkuth Empire is waged in hopes of bringing the Score's foreseen utopia to life. Tales of the Abyss follows Luke von Faber, who spends his days locked away in his manor after being kidnapped and losing memories as a child. One day, while honing his swordsmanship, a woman named Ter attempts to assassinate his master. Luke defends him, but the clash results in the two being teleported to a distant land. Luke and Ter's journey back quickly escalates into a quest that will either free the world from the Score's chains or destroy it completely. And in 1st place is Plunderer. Set in a post-apocalyptic world dominated by numbers, every human being has their worth measured by a special count imprinted somewhere on their bodies, which defines any number related to an important aspect of their lives. However, if this count decreases to 0, the person will be dragged down into the Abyss, and is said to be dead for all eternity. For young Hina, her count corresponds to how many hundreds of kilometers she has walked. Ever since her mother was dragged into the Abyss, she has been searching for the legendary ace from her mother's last wish for the last 5 years. Hina's grueling journey takes a sudden turn when she meets a strange masked knight known as Lick Bak with a negative numbered count. Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list or find a new anime you wanted to watch? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section. And don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to hit the notifications button so you never miss any upcoming videos. Also, don't forget to follow Otaku Sensei on Twitter at AnimeBrownNet. I'll see you guys in the next one.
All on me.